The top stories. Interest groups meet on Friday to discuss moving toward a 24-hour society. Spray Memorial is 50, and complaints about long lines for police certificates. Welcome to Nation News for Wednesday, October the 1st, 2014.
No matter where you are in the world, at home or abroad, Nation News keeps you connected with what's happening in Barbados through our website, video newscast, and online e-papers. So stay connected with Nation News. Your time, your way.
Domville Innes is pushing ahead with its plan for a 24-hour society in which people can buy goods, work, go to restaurants and so on all night and all day. The Commerce Minister has organized a meeting for Friday morning involving business, labor and other interests to advance the proposal. Speaking ahead of the meeting, Mr. Innes said new jobs and greater revenue will result from an expansion of business hours. The private sector is said to be generally keen on the idea, but Labour has had a more cautious reaction, saying major changes will be required. The celebrity lineup has been announced for the Barbados Food, Rum and Wine Festival, which is growing into a major attraction on the tourism calendar. The lineup includes the returning Marcus Samuelson, Food Network chef Anne Burrell, Ed Baines of London, Stephanie Izard, the winner of the 4th season of TV's Top Chef, and Roger Moking, who is of Trinidadian descent. The festival is seen by tourism officials as a way for Barbados to distinguish itself in the tourism market. This year's festival will run from November the 20th to 23rd, starting at Oyston's Bay Gardens. Farmers continue to put pressure on the Barbados Hotel and Tourism Association to sign on to their promise to source produce locally. The BHD is reluctant to sign the Memorandum of Understanding with farmers and manufacturers that government suggests is a condition of accessing sweeping tax breaks. The association is not happy that Sandals, the first beneficiary of the concessions, was not required to do so. On Tuesday evening, the Umbrella Agricultural Society and its constituent groups said that if the BHD did not come to the bargaining table, they would appeal directly to Barbadians for action against hoteliers.
If there is a difficulty, come to us, discuss it as partners, and we can resolve those difficulties. There's no need to play this out in the manner in which I see it coming. Stop asking for the concessions in the manner in which it's done, because we all know that unless the administrative machinery is put in place, concessions cannot be granted.
A ceremony has been held at the Spray Memorial School to mark its 50th anniversary. The Minister of Education, Ronald Jones, unveiled a plaque as part of the activities. Spray Memorial was officially opened on the 1st of October 1964 by Sir Hugh Springer, the then acting governor. The school was named after Florence Springer, an educator and aunt of the late Sir Hugh. There will be a 50th anniversary dinner and award ceremony on Saturday at Hilton, Barbados. Jobs and business opportunities are being created for Barbadians who can conduct tours in and around historic Bridgetown and its garrison. OAS Representative Francis McBarnett made the announcement during the closing ceremony for a training workshop for tour guides. It is expected that 200 people will be trained annually as tour guides. It's Fire Service Week, and on Tuesday at the Probin Street headquarters, firefighters held an open day showcasing their skills. They impressed in the ladder climb, hinge technique, and even squared off against the Barbados Defence Force. Fire Service Week is being held under the theme, Working Towards a Safer Community. Applicants for police certificates of character have been complaining of a long waiting time. As many as 100 people turned up on Monday, soon after the Roebuck Street Police Office opened, and they spilled out of the room and down the stairs. Police spokesman Inspector David Welt has appealed to applicants to follow the procedures that have been put in place and keep their appointments to avoid frustration. In sport, As West Indies prepare for their first match on tour against India, the news is that India's Rohit Sharma will miss the limited overs leg of the series. Sharma has recovered from a finger injury but is still dealing with the effects of a shoulder injury. He's expected to be available for the first 3 test matches. West Indies will play 2 warm-up matches against India A before the 5 ODIs and lone T20. And finally, Belgians who drive a bit over the speed limit, forget to buckle their seat belts or park illegally can breathe easier this week as police turned a blind eye in protest against plans to raise their retirement age. The country's police are up in arms over plans by the incoming government to raise their pension age to 62 from 58 as part of its efforts to cut the federal budget. Some 40,000 officers demonstrated against it in Brussels 2 weeks ago. They began the next step in their protest on Tuesday by going easy on minor law breaking for the next week. That's it for Wednesday. Nation News is also available on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Also, get your Daily Nation on Thursday.